rent in that house that was vacant. I was just hustling, feeding my cravings, man. I need a house and that shit renovated. When I was a broke nigga, that shit I hated. Noodles and hot dogs, I ate that shit daily. Must be delusional, I still look in the mirror and tell myself I'm gonna make it. I'm rapping like this because I got some bills to pay. Older I get, man, I'm starting to feel away. You cannot feel how I feel, you ain't felt this way. You never pray for the package, they build it. And I got a homie that got caught with fentanyl, and that nigga only did less than 10 months. And I got this homie that only got caught with a pound, and that nigga did like 60 months. I let it. The fiends love me cause I got that shit that got them. Yeah, I whip in the kitchen, I love when it fans on my truck cause I'm getting it hot. I came up from nothing, this is all that I got. If you try to rob me, you know you get popped. I'm feeling like Jigga, I came from the when I cuss for some time with a nigga, that bitch gotta pay up a fee. They say if you live by that gun, you gon' die by that gun, so you know that I'm paying for keeps. I got some felonies, but I still ride with a gun, so you niggas better not play with me. And I got that Glock and I got a speech impediment, and that shit will go do-do-do-do. I pull up on you when you at the stoplight. I come out for sunroof like, what would it do? And I got an AK and it got a knife on it, just like a chef and be chopping that food. I catch a nigga when he at the store tryna drive at the parking lot. And lately been feeling like Dr. King. I had a dream that I made $1 million a month. I'm tryna get me a piece of the pie, and I'm talking that paper, bitch, pass me the blunt. I grew up to Too Short, I grew up to Sugar Free. Cash money, big time, it's time me to stunt. I'm so in love with the shoes, I got love for my feet. You know that I keep what they want, and I got that.
Salute. Let's get in here. Salute everybody. It's early. 6:30, my time. 6:30. It's early. Wake and bake. Salute everybody. NWA, salute. Yeah, that's my hey, that boy, he got 1 million songs, man, over the long period of time. You know, some of them, you know, he be getting in his bag, certain shit. I like when he be on that relationship shit. Like he really be going real deep, you know. Maybe I'm gonna let y'all hear some of that one day. You know, it's kind of ain't on the same vibe, but that boy be going off. Jesse Adams, salute. Hey, man, hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button. Let's get it in. Mike Dan, what up? The musician, what up? Prophet Swamper, what up? Salute. Wake and bake. Everybody wake and bake. Lot Boy, what up? Bub Johnson, Lamont Grant. Salute everybody. Nino, what up, man? D-Town in the building. Melee, what up? Breezy, what up? Bloodthirst, what up, y'all? Let's get it in, man. Look, it's a good day. Nigel, what up, man? Blue Runts for the win. We still on this, I'm still on this Frosted Flakes, man. This shit. I'm the type, man. I get on one strain. That'll be it. That'll be it for me, man. That'll be it for your boy. Salute everybody in the building. Salute everybody in the building, everybody that frequent the channel. You know, we appreciate all the support, all the love and support that we get over here. You know what I'm saying? Make us the most hated channel by far, clearly, you know. Super chats coming in. I had to get over here because this one ain't even monetized, you know what I'm saying? It's like, shit, man, let me go over here, man. We don't need nobody hating and shit, you know what I'm saying? For the donations and shit that we getting, man. Magazine coming soon, so it's gonna be a whole bunch of, you know, we never knew. It's gonna be a whole bunch. Hard win, what up, brother? Salute the real ones, man, that fuck with cracking kennels. The 8-legged monster. You know, teamwork make the dream work, bruh. You know what I'm saying? There's a will, there's a way. Right? People that tap in, spin them chives, you know. Man, it's all appreciated, man, at the end of the day. We got a little docket, man. Look, I was gonna freestyle it today. I was like, you know what? Let's get back to the meat and potatoes, man. Let's get back to the meat and potatoes. Let y'all check that out while I roll this. Uh-oh. Grape glitter. Breed it, feed it. Deposits and transactions. There's still some gray area around there. You know what that one is. Fuck you, pay me. You know. Little Haystack. The 2025-2026 transition. It's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot going on. Oh shit. Hold up. See? They change. I go off the other channel. And look, man, the support. Appreciate you, my brother.
I never knew that I would do numbers like this. I make a move. I'm tryna win. Ain't tryna lose. I'm tryna win. Ain't tryna lose.
Hey, salute, Lot Boy with the $10 holla. Salute to you, my brother. Appreciate the donation. Hey, be on the lookout, man. Them t-shirts is coming too. Oh yeah, a couple cats ordered the first mag, and you know it might have took a few days for me to get down to the post office. It's not like it's a real crucial thing right now, but we will get those out. Like what we're not gonna do is hit me up every 12 hours. Like, did you send it? You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna do that. We're not. I just ask you, please. You know, we're gonna get everything out. Everything is in its timely fashion. God has his way of working shit out. You know what I'm saying? So we're just gonna leave it in his hands. And you know, when we get down there, because it's not like I'm dropping off 20 or 30, 50, 56 mags and shit like back in December, January, February, right? You know what I'm saying? Right now, it's kind of slowed down. So I might only got two or three to go down there. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get it in. Don't do me just like Amazon and them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? You don't call them asking them every 6 hours, you know what I'm saying? Where is it? Where's the pack? You know, so I got you. Everything's good. It just might be one or two on the desk or something that I just got to get to the post office. You know, supposed to do it Saturday, got there too late, supposed to do it Monday, didn't go Tuesday. Now we here, you know what I'm saying? So hopefully we can get that joint out there today and everybody be good, man. You know, everybody be good. We're not, you know, we ain't really tripping like that. You know, you're going to get your mag. That's for sure. We got to show the hard work. that we proud of, and everybody that participate, we got to make sure that they reach the heights and everything that they wanted to do when they got the magazine. If they were promoting their stud, you know, they wanted recognition. They wanted people to be hitting them up, trying to breed to that joker, trying to do, you know, different things, you know. So that's what we're doing. Little Haystack, that's a Kraken Collective. I just say Kraken Collective. You know, that dog's on the East Coast right now. You guys will have access. We're gonna go through the pedigree, all of that. It's actually going for a stupid deal right now. If you wanted to acquire anything future or breedings off of that dog, for genetic purposes only, is not for illegal purposes. If that's what that's what you're into, you know, I will advise you to stay clear, because that, you know, that animal is not he's not like that. He's not that type of animal. He's bred for the preservation, and the folks that deal with them don't fight dogs. So I don't think it'll be to your advantage. I put it like that. Now let's get it, man. Welch, what up, brother? Salute to you. Yeah, let me I got a box of Zags in my hand and a bunch of weed on the table. Let me clear this up. Let me clear this table up real fast. Salute everybody. Smash that like button. Smash that subscribe. It's the Wake and Bake Show. Buck City Reloaded. Magazine available. Magazine is available. Text for info. The new one will be out before you know it. We're not going to get out of this month before that motherfucker drop. I'm just trying to critique it. You know you're going to fuck up somewhere, somehow. It's going to be something that when I send it in for the final, it's going to be like, damn, how did I miss that? You know? But I'm just trying to make sure everything's right, man. Just make sure everything's right, man. You're a perfectionist. You like to make sure shit's right. Salute to all the perfectionists out there. Move the needle, set the bar, you know. Somebody was probably thinking about putting out a whack ass magazine. They're like, oh, all I gotta do is this. Nah, motherfucker. You might want to not drop it until you see this one. Don't go off for the last one. Even though that was a historical thing. Some of those articles and stuff. I mean, we can't redo that. But you might want to wait around until this one drops, because this one's gonna be crazy. I promise you. Granddaddy Perp, musician blowing that Granddaddy Perp over there. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm back on this kick, man. You breed it, you feed it, man. You breed it, you feed it. I'm back on that. You know, I mean, it might not be 1 million dogs getting sold every day. So somebody gonna have to sit on something. We all did breedings. Everybody's guilty. You know, don't matter what you breed. We can get up on here and police. I like to police a lot. Some of the guys that I talk to, I tell them, hey, man, don't fuck with that. I tell them, bro, be like, bro, that blood right there, that's no good. You know, sometimes it comes off as good looking out. Sometimes it comes off the wrong way. You know, like, oh man, you know, but I got to stop that for just a month or two. Sometimes you learn better when you learn the hard way, you know. You do that breeding without any purpose and raise them up. So you can actually see how much of a non-purpose that breeding was. The joint is lit. Let's go. You breed that shit, you feed that shit, bro. You know, it's no back door to this game. You just can't breed a whole bunch of garbage and then expect the pups to just disappear. And then the next female comes in heat, pups disappear, the next female. That's not reality, right? Oh, yeah, the old man does it. Yeah, because he got 30 years in, right? He got some type of history, some type of background, something significant that he himself cultivated and preserved so that people will be fond of that. You know, they'll like that. They'll want some of that. Okay. Smash that like button. You know, sometimes when you got to keep that whole litter, it makes you think like, you know, if it turned out good, then you have a different level of respect for that bloodline. But if it turns out bad, it makes you want to go back into the green room and prep, find out where you went wrong, find out, you know, were these parents even worthy of the chance to pass on good genetics? Dead game. BIS, what up, man? Salute, salute. That logo is hard. That logo on your joint is hard, brother. I like that. RBG, what up, brother? Hemi James. Salute everybody in the building. The Wake and Bake. You know, we just pop up, you know. We ain't gotta, you know, hey, we popping up. Check on the channel. And appreciate everybody that's gonna watch this on the repeat. You know, I always get a few texts like, man, I missed the show. You know, I appreciate y'all just tapping in, fucking with me. You know, it's gonna be busy. It's gonna be busy. Oh man, Nino, man, I forgot, man. Damn, Nino. Damn, Nino. Damn. I'm just remembering because you're talking about the little Raina pup. And I'm remembering about the Mafia pup. Damn. Damn. Damn, Nino. Man. Fuck. That's a cold one, man. That's a cold one. But you always got to bounce back stronger. You always got to bounce back stronger. Sometimes it's those little small trinkets that help you remember, like, damn. the possibilities. You feel me? Jerry Hatton Jr., Lil J, what up? Salute. Hey, I've been having this reminder in my phone for years. It keeps going off, bro. I gotta just go in there and turn it off or something, man. Oh yeah, yeah. Nah, appreciate you, Dickie Foster. Salute, brother. Appreciate y'all, man, for fucking with the channel. You know, that support, them likes, extra likes. I appreciate people that share these videos because that's what really gets under their skin. It starts a conversation. You share the videos. We got social media. I like to share mine just with random family members or friends, you know, that I think might enjoy the video or find a little bit of it educational. I'll just share it just like a text message in my phone. You know. Hey, we got to get the wake and bakes help you get through it, brother. They help you get through it. 601 Max, salute, brother. My brother. The wake and bakes, they get you through it, man. This, you know, we all going through some shit. You know, sometimes you just got to wake up. You enjoying your day. You know, you understand that running around wild ain't the way to go. For the young cats, for the older cats. And so now we kind of got our own environment. We kind of trying to, you know, raise the family and try to have some dogs on the side just because, you know, that's the dogs we love. A lot of us got other animals, you know, most of us, we all got other animals. You know, I had a cat and, you know, some more shit, you know, couple cats. And that's what we do. So this wake and bake, dudes get up here and sometimes we do argue. I don't want to take that aspect out of it. Sometimes we get up on here and it gets wild. People get to air it out. Most of the time, it should be all good because it shouldn't go outside of this. Like if you disagree with what I say, I make a video. I might have said something that was incorrect. You know, you come at me, hey, you know, this wasn't, you know, and we get into an argument, you know, rather if we call each other names or whatever, shit on each other's program, it shouldn't go past that. You know, you shouldn't be staking out, meeting them at a dog show, trying to catch fades. And, you know, I think all of that ruins the camaraderie and it ruins it for people because you got to understand some people bring their family and kids to the dog show. One time I brought my kids, you know, a couple times. You know, one time I did it, you know, it was way back. I was like the first black family in Washington State to show their dogs in 10, 20 years or some shit, he said. You know what I'm saying? It was a beautiful thing. I had 4 kids with me. You know, daughter got best in show for the junior handler, you know, it was beautiful. So, you know, if I come to the show, I'm not looking to catch a fade with you, bro, over some shit that, you know, you said on the internet, dog. I'm just not. Now I might laugh about it or be like, oh man, you know, that was fucked up or, you know, whatever. But, you know, I'm not going to just be like, oh man, you know, I'm ready. I've been working out for 6 weeks waiting on you, you know. I'm not, dog. Now, if you come up to me, you know, I got to do what I got to do, man. I got to do what the fuck I got to do, man. But, you know, I'm just letting you know that I'm not on that, man. I ain't on that. Yeah, my guy. Shit, we've been playing phone tag too. We've been playing some phone tag. Hopefully he'll answer when I get off of here. Breed it, feed it, man. Breed it, feed it, feed that shit. You did the breeding. That's your legacy. You love them. You know, I think you owe the game the decency to keep that shit. I'm tired of seeing dudes got these studs, but then they don't have anything off of them. You know, they dog is 6, 7 years old. This is my best stud, and yeah, he this and the traits, and you know, you talking about all this shit, but you don't have the dogs on your yard, bro. I'd rather deal with the guy that has that dog, and yeah, this is my best dog, and yeah, and then you know he's got Junior and another one and double bred one, and you know 2 more crossed out, you know, just sons, you know, an army, right? I can't say I'm a good producer, you know, if my sons ain't doing shit. This is in real life. If my sons aren't being productive in society, going to school, doing the right thing, you know, we always like to measure things off of athletics when it comes to genetics and shit and humans and shit, right? Physicality and athletics is a big part of it. So if your kid's not getting the job done out there, you know, maybe he might be one of them smart motherfuckers. He might be a bolio. He might be a bolio dog. He's smart. Nah, I'm just fucking with y'all. But yeah, man, it translates. If you want to take it that far, me personally, I do. I want to create good offspring. Well, I think I did. I think I did a wonderful job. You know? So feed that shit, go along the journey. Don't be so eager to pump shit out. Learn your bloodline so that you'll know exactly what you got. So you'll know, you know, if you tell somebody, hey man, this puppy right here, I'm telling you, man, you know, they sleeping on this one. Get that one right there. You know, that's the one you want. When they call you up, they might be looking for something, but then you say, you know what? I got this little male. He's 7 months old, and he's going to be the one. This is the one you want. He's perfect, right? Because you done been down that road with those dogs before, and you understand the traits. Not because you listen to Schoolboy and fucking hear it, so then now you just say it. Nah, it don't work like that. You got to experience that shit. And what's a better teacher than keeping a whole litter? If you're just getting in. Some dudes, you know, you've been in the game. You me shit. What do I need to watch it for? What do I? Yeah, okay. Okay, bro. All right, bro. You know everything. But for those that want to learn, that's a good teacher right there. It's not the end all be all. No, not the end all be all, but it's a good measuring stick for learning things and learning the different diversities in a breeding, the different scales. Like you might get one that's on 10, you might get one that's on 3. Like that's a totally different sides of the spectrum, right? You might just get a bunch of average ass dogs, you know? Back in the day, people bred dogs and got cold dogs. Numerous amounts of cold dogs. That's important data. That was important to them back then, 60s and 70s. That was important to them. Because if you got 20 puppies, you're trying to raise up 20 puppies, you're trying to get 5 match dogs or something. You don't need to be having 15 cold dogs and just get lucky that these 3 or 4 are not cold, and then they gonna be the ones. Nah, it don't work like that. Like I need a majority of these dogs to be on fire. That's if you're Bert Klaus or you're Ed Crenshaw back in the day. So breed that, feed that. All right. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. Salute to everybody in the field getting them breedings done. Deposits and transactions. This always comes up. People, I saw it online. Somebody was talking about different shit. And you know, some people that don't sell dogs always got to butt their head in and put their whatever they think is the thing. You know what I'm saying? The subject was unborn. It was a deposit put down on an unborn puppy. You know, a deposit was put down on the puppy, and I don't remember if the bitch didn't have puppies or didn't have the male that he wanted or some shit like that. My thing is with those deposits, it pushes you to the front of the line, but in my opinion, it should be moved to a different puppy. That was my thing. Like, let's say that the bitch didn't drop, or all the fucking puppies died for some reason. You know, the person that dropped that deposit shouldn't just be like, all right, man, well, give me my money. You know what I'm saying? I just don't think for the labor and the time and, you know, everything that's put in, I think that it should be moved to a different litter. Now, if this is a person that doesn't breed dogs and he's not going to have another litter, then, you know, that's totally understandable. Then, you know, you probably have to cough up the deposit. But if you drop a deposit on a dog, not in the blind, but I think you should already know that if that litter doesn't happen or something goes bad with that litter, you should already be on the same page with the breeder that is going to go toward something else. That's why I wouldn't really deal with a kennel 9 times out of 10. Like that one time I would, but the 9 other times I wouldn't deal with a kennel that I don't really like their whole program as a whole. You know, it's like a few dogs on their yard I really don't like. That's like half of their yard or something. I won't even deal with them because I gotta like your program as a whole. So if that pup doesn't drop, then you know you can be replaced with something probably the same type of shit. It happened plenty of times in my situations. I've done that to people. You know, it's been mutual on both sides. I think it's easier on the breeder because 9 times out of 10, if you're a small breeder, as soon as they send you that $500 deposit or whatever he send you, you spending that. You're not just putting that shit up in a goddamn bank account and shit, you know, holding it and shit. You know, some people do, right? Some people do. That might be great customer service for them. You know, but you got to understand that that's the way things work. You move it to another deposit. Something didn't happen. You wait till that breeder has something nice that you want, and you do it that way, man. That's how I see fit. That's how it's been in the Apbt community. That's how I've conducted myself. Have I gave back people their deposits before? Yeah. But most of the time, we just move it to another one, you know, or we figure something out. You know, I give them something off, you know, maybe there's something that come across my desk. I get them a super deal on it. You know, we squash it, something like that, man. You know, but communication is everything. I think contracts are important, you know, they're to be acknowledged. You know, whatever the stipulations are. If it's some fine print type of shit, like you want puppies back and you want all this extra shit, or if you're not gonna give him his paperwork unless he does this, this, and this, I think all that fine print should be established ahead of time. You know, smack that like button. Smash that like button, get that magazine. Get that mag. That mag is hot and ready. Little Haystack, the sponsor of the show, Kraken Collective. I should have had the thing up there, the thumbnail for that. I don't at the moment, but when we do more sponsors, we will do that. Let me see. Oh man. Body. Salute the early waking bakers. Fuck you, pay me. Fuck you, pay me.
What's going on, man?
Lie boy, what up?
What it is, family?
Man, we're blowing
Shit,
on
blowing
this
on this same thing.
Chiba. On this Chiba, man. Fuck you, pay me, man. People think that everything is free. They think that yesterday's price is today's price.
And shit don't work like that in the real world, man. Hey, Buck, what they say? We gotta put tarps on shit now, man. You know what I'm saying? Yesterday's price ain't today's price, man. Shit going up in this flash of a moment.
Everything going up, man. Groceries going up. Everything going up. I saw another live. It was good. It was funny as hell. I wish I can get a hold of the brother. I could react to it. It was funny as hell. But he kind of like put a standard on what a dog should be worth, and this should be this, it should be that, and it should be this, it should be that. Night. One thing you can't do is go to a motherfucker's yard trying to tell them what to charge for their shit.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. That shit don't work that way, man. My
like,
dog is what the hell I say it is.
I could want
my dog is whatever the hell
my shit.
Damn right. You don't gotta pay it. Yeah. Somebody gonna pay it. Who want that motherfucker? You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta pay it. One thing about it, my dog price is whatever the hell I say it is. You can either get it or you can move along. No hard feelings nowhere. My price is my price. You can't dictate my price and tell me what my shit is worth. Dogs I've been breeding for years, or however long I've been breeding it. I could have bred that motherfucker yesterday. It's my price. You don't gotta buy it.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah, no, that's a fact. You know? That's a fact, man.
Now, you want to talk deals, negotiate. Now, you know what I'm saying? You put your deposit down, we could talk. You want to work something out there, we could talk. But money talking bullshit walk 1,000 miles, man. We don't got time for the bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
There's a whole lot of bullshit out there, man.
Man, look. Hey, if that's the price I want, then that's what it is. Just like Kraken, they got pups on there. They talking about 3,000 on the website.
Oh yeah, good shit. Good shit. I've been looking at it.
To deter
I'm looking at it hard.
Animal fighters.
But to be honest,
I don't know if that's gonna work. I don't know if
Yeah,
that
I
would
about to
work.
say, to be honest, nah, don't be honest. If a motherfucker want, the motherfucker got the money, they gonna get it. They don't give a damn about no price now. If you
Yeah, but
got the
your
money.
average guy, your average low level dude is probably gonna get caught up with these motherfucking dogs and have your paperwork everywhere for a small fee. You know,
I
damn
feel if
boy.
motherfucker got enough money, if motherfucker got enough money to go to the ring with the motherfucker got enough money to buy a $3,000 damn dog. Them cheap motherfuckers, them the motherfuckers you don't want to hire your shit anyway because they can barely take care of the shit. That's another way to to deter them kind of people who ain't got a damn thing and then they can't take care of the damn dog. You spend the 3,000, you're gonna take good care of that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. Now Kraken is a
You know,
monster.
but
Yeah,
shit. The one thing about it, they treated me wonderful. They treated me good. And when it's time to go back, I'm going back with a big Kool-Aid smile, straight like that.
oh
I'm waiting on
Turbo,
the right.
oh
Oh
Turbo,
yeah, boy. Hey boy, that boy over
Turbo.
there on the chain right now. He feeling himself a little bit. I like what I'm seeing.
Hey, that's the blood the tree huggers tried to take away. You know, they couldn't. They were
Oh, it's
unsuccessful
him.
at that.
Hey, it's all over the place. Hey, it's too late, man.
Yeah,
Team Mike a motherfucker, man. I'm telling
yeah.
you.
They ain't, you
Everybody
can't.
that see him,
Don't have a
everybody that
lot.
see him, they
See,
say they love him,
they
man.
didn't know how pedigrees work. Because I remember they brought me back to court one day, and they was like, he still has pedigrees up and shit. He still, and I'm like, wait a minute,
I
like,
can't
cause I
say that. Ain't
deleted
nothing I
hella
can do
shit.
about that.
Yeah, there's nothing I could do about that. That
That shit
bloodline
history.
is forever. That bloodline
That
is
shit
forever.
history, man. They're gonna be back there further back and back. Like right now, we can go back to the pedigree, to that motherfucker say imported from Ireland. That's how far we can go back. You don't think we can't go back to the 2000s or whenever when Buck was out there rolling? That shit gonna go back forever. That Michael Myers shit gonna be there forever. Buck City Kennel, that shit gonna be there forever. There ain't nothing they can do about that until they shut down the whole website. And it's still gonna be there. Because
Yeah,
I
now
got handwritten
the
pedigree.
dogs is they every like once you breed a dog and it gets in somebody's pedigree and then they breed it or keep ever like there's nothing you could do about that. Period. It's not a shot because they'll think it's like a shot. They'll take that because they're so emotional. They'll be like, oh no, look at him. He's bragging about, that we didn't do a good enough job and we should have gave him more time. No, the fact is that once that dog gets bred and that lineage gets passed on, rather if he gets bred 5-6 times, like there's males that get bred 30 damn times, you know.
That that
So
that
once
that, that
those
shit is
dogs
cemented.
pass on, man, that bloodline is gonna be out there, bro. I'm
That
sorry.
shit that
If
shit
it's
cemented.
good,
That shit cemented into history.
the
Like
dogs
it don't
look
matter
good,
what.
man. Fuck you, pay me, man. That's what it is for the day. You know. Let me see. Let me see. This little haystack motherfucker. Because
Haystack is
he
on the
is
East
he
Coast,
is the
man.
sponsor
He
of the
looking
show.
good.
You guys can sponsor the show too, if you want.
And let people know I'm a co-signer. He a good looking dog. Whether you got a picture of him up there or not right now. But he a beautiful dog, beautiful bred dog. And y'all go ahead and get you some of that good history off of him. He well taken care of. He ready to go.
Yep. That
You
straight double
know,
bred haystack dog. I mean, we talk about the Mount Rushmore, the Apbt, Tom Garner. I mean, what they've been able to do. Motherfuckers told me shit. You know, you can't. He said, man, you can't about him breeding dogs. His setup's $500,000. That's when a light bulb went off in my head. I was like, damn. Yeah, let me build up my infrastructure, right? You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, okay, because you got to take notes. You just can't be out here dumbfounded, right?
Oh, you better believe it. Everything is a lesson. You better be paying attention.
So this haystack blood is supposed to be the real deal. It's supposed to be great. I think this is a good representation of it in a tight form, bred, you know, tight off some of the other stuff that's in that blood too. The homies doing it, well, they on the East Coast. I won't say North or South, but I just say East Coast. If you guys want to tap in, and if you're a good guy, stand-up guy, you know, they doing 2 puppies. You know, they doing shit like that. You know, you could probably get the dog bred, you know, under $1,000. You know, if you trying to stud to this dog, the puppies are going to be affordable too once they start hitting the ground. He does got some 20-month, 22-month-old offspring, maybe almost 2-year-old. They might be 2 years old by now. Offspring that look real good. Couple of them actually look better than him. So he's actually producing better than what he actually is, you know, which is a good sign. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much the information right there. I mean, he's right off a Haystack. I'm sure that was a frozen semen breeding. I had 2 litter mates to Haystack way back in the day. But we're talking
I'm
about
telling
like
y'all right now, man, like it's hard to find it. It's hard to find
yeah.
that right now. Like, you know, if y'all want to breed or something, he right off of
Well,
Haystack.
nah, they got this
You
shit.
know?
There's probably Haystack dogs everywhere. I know dudes that got dogs bred like this, but we
Yeah.
just it's available. You know, I'm not gonna quote and say, you know, Garner breeds these dogs all the time, you know, straight up. But
But I'm
which one are
telling you,
you
man,
gonna
he a good acting
That's gonna
dog.
break
He a
down
good
to?
acting dog, you know. I don't see him on the regular. Just to let you know what I'm saying? Just to speak up for him a little bit, you know. Everything Buck saying, I'm co-signing because I know where he at
Yeah.
on the East
Some people
Coast.
talk about Simba. You know, you hear all the shit about Simba and shit, you know what I'm saying? I guess he stopped or whatever, you know. Hey, it happens. People continue the
But
bloodline
that's
for
Borderland.
whatever reason. There's a lot of dogs that stop, bro. It's a lot
I'm
of
saying
dogs.
Borderland. I always said, yeah, I got a dog the one that stopped Simba in his bloodline.
Yeah.
Oh shit. And at some point, you better believe it. There's a lot of them don't stop, and they done still
Well,
bred to him
it's
like a
always a
motherfucker.
different story. You know, I talked to dozens of dog men, and it's always a story why, you know, the situations, different shit. You know, sometimes that could play a factor, or sometimes it just could be just a straight curve, you know. So
Oh yeah,
I
oh
think
yeah.
situations
Yep.
matter when it comes to the historical.
Situation matters. Situation matters, but for my understanding and my history, well, as it go, they always got an excuse for something.
Yeah.
You know, that's just the human nature, whether it's legit or not. You know,
Right, right. But we could say that the dog is bred good right off Frisco, you know, back to a
wonderful
half
shit.
sister to Frisco with the niggerino on the bottom, you know, this Sasha dog, you know, all this. Yeah, man. I mean, this is heavy Eli shit. You like this is what we
Good
talk
shit.
about, Eli. You know, this is what you're gonna get. Heavy Eli Jr., you know, all that. You know, the Stompanato dog. I mean, he's loaded. You see that? They should have
Better
kept breeding
believe
them
it.
like this. They should have just kept stacking them like this, you know, with this Eli, and brought Eli back to the front. But I guess he got stolen. You know, you can't do that. And who knows? There might be bloodlines that did it, but you know, I don't know too many dog thieves that was able to sustain a bloodline. Now that they do though. Some do.
They
'Cause I know
lie.
some
They
good
lie. They
dog
lie.
men.
Say it off of this dog, off of that, off of that. The whole time is off of the one that they motherfucking stole. You know how that go.
Yeah,
The
but me
motherfuckers.
personally, I don't know them, and then it's not that
Yeah.
many.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the likelihood of them stealing your shit and sustaining it, right? That was the whole
Yeah.
the
They just
shakeout
history
for
though.
that
You
one.
know. Yeah. Yeah.
How many
Just a
thieves are able
motherfucker.
to even process that? You know, you hear a
I wonder,
few,
like.
you hear some,
Yeah,
you
damn
hear
right. Cause you
some.
don't know, like, yeah, yeah. Bowling your whole goddamn. Everybody wonder
Yeah,
about the pit general. Schoolboy say it's some dogs off of it, but he can't say nothing right now, cause the dude's still alive. He said he can't say nothing right now, but he said he got the information. Motherfuckers who stole pit general from Mayfield, like these motherfuckers, they breeding the shit out of the motherfuckers, and saying it off of this, off of that. The whole time they got that bitch back there sitting in the corner,
and
breeding the
but they
fuck out.
didn't sustain the line though.
Nah, I don't know. Yeah, yeah, that's true. I don't know what the line
Is the
supposedly is.
line still prevalent today? You know,
I don't know.
that's the
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
That's the thing right there,
Hmm.
right? You steal this fucking dog and you name it after somebody else, and you fall the fuck off right where you stand.
Yeah.
That's kind
Oh
of the
yeah.
story.
Yeah.
So I don't
That's
know if
definitely
there's
the
some
story.
tighter Eli dogs out there. I don't know. Nobody knows. You know,
Nah, it's some motherfuckers that got this shit written down in the closet and they ain't turned nothing to
shit,
their database.
shit. Where, where, where,
Ain't turned
where?
nothing into their
Come
turn
on,
nothing to their
man.
database.
We can't be doing that, man. Look, man.
Hey, I'm just
There's
saying,
some
I don't
good
know
secrets.
nobody. I don't know nobody. I don't know.
There,
You don't
there's
know.
some great secrets in these dogs. Great mythical
I'm just
shit.
gonna stir the pot. I'm just stirring the pot. That's all. When they
Yeah,
say
you know.
conspiracy theories.
Well, hey, I'm like, bring it
Oh
out. I'm
shit!
challenging it. Like, bring that shit out. Let's see that. I want to see that
Where's it
paper
at?
too. I want to see that shit. You know, how old is that? You know, let me
Hey,
get my little microscope out, you know, or get my little magnifying glass, you know. Let me look at the edges of that motherfucker. Yes,
for
sir.
real.
Hey, nah, you guys got to jump on
But
it though.
it's
I
some
know you
old
guys
vets
got
out
some
there,
in heat on the
boy.
West Coast.
That got
Uh,
some shit, boy.
Little Haystack, he's the one. He's the one for that ass right now. So go get your 2 pup deals while it's hot. You know, ain't nothing lined up now. You might as well be the first to get in line. You feel me? That's what it is. That's what it is, man. Apbt Magazine Volume 2 coming soon. You know it. DGK, salute,
Hey,
brother.
hey, in just a little while, y'all will see that boy Turbo, man. He gonna be ready. Y'all just kick back and relax. He gonna be ready. We building a monster over here, man. Building a monster.
Oh, Turbo. Oh,
Yes, sir.
Chris Sean's coming in heat.
Yeah,
Chris
y'all ain't gonna take us
Sean.
to old Iceman. That ain't the plan no more.
Well, Iceman, you know, that motherfucker,
That's the one.
yeah,
That's the
that
little. That's
motherfucker,
the
he
one I
got an
want. I need me a
attitude, man.
female. I want a female off of that one right there. Krishan and Iceman. If that
He
was
got
to happen.
he got an attitude, man. I definitely want that to
Mm.
happen though. I got my fingers crossed.
I got my toes crossed. Shit.
That
I
one.
want me. I want me a female off of her. Off of that one right there. That's the one I'm
And then
waiting on.
Mafia is in heat too, or coming in
Oh
too.
man, that's the heavy Michael Myers.
Well, that's Iceman's sister.
Mm. So we
Yeah,
can't
that's
go wrong
Iceman's
either way.
lemonade sister.
Same blood either way. But I like that Krishan Rock blood. I like that old Screaming Demon and Michael Myers together. I don't know why. But that boy Turbo, he got a good sense, a good act about himself, man. And he's still a puppy. Like he's still a puppy, but 9 months old. But if you
Well, that
see
War
him,
Pony 2, he's putting out some good dogs, so I don't think you could go wrong either way if you get one off of him. I recommend it if you're looking for like a Mayday buck type of
yeah, I
dog.
want a little smaller though with the Iceman,
uh,
you know.
that dog is
Um
a great,
the War
great,
Pony 2
great.
producing them big ass monsters with that Barracuda and that Mayday and motherfuckers big. So told Turbo 56 pounds and all bone. That boy big as hell. Bone and head.
Yeah, it just depends. He throws some little ones too. Did Iceman throw some big ass dogs too, though? You know,
Yeah, he will. Yeah, he will. He will.
he got some
Either
nice
way I go,
sized
I
dogs
go
out there.
get me a female. I need a female. When I come, I'm coming. As soon as it come, I want to be the first one to deposit. I want the first pick right after cracking. You know. On bullshit. Got no time to be what you say, but jelly dicking around. You see something you
Jelly
like, go ahead
dick.
and go get it. Yes, sir. You see something you like, go ahead and go get it. Like I saw Turbo right off the rip. I know bitch, this the one right here. Motherfucker
Yeah,
ain't no
I'm
joke.
telling you, bro. I'm telling you that you're not gonna be
For
disappointed, man. That shit.
real.
All them
Mm-mm.
dogs, man. I stamp them all them damn
I
dogs.
ordered some
It's
nice shit. Got a little damn bulldog, strong harness, collar, big rope. My baby was walking yesterday. Said, "Daddy, it's easy to walk Turbo now. Normally Turbo pulling our ass for them whole mile, whole 2 miles. I get my female dog. I walk her out front about 10 yards, but pull him like a mug back there.
What happened to the one you was gonna take to Haystack?
I got her. That's what I got right now. I got her right now. She ain't coming heat yet though, man. I might have to get her some hot heifer. It's supposed to be this month though. I know Turbo been smelling back there and stuff like that. So
Mm.
I don't know. It's supposed to be this month. Last time she came in heat was in November. We in May now. It's supposed to be the month. So I'm waiting. I'm waiting to see. But yeah,
Yeah,
I got
I'm
her half brother
definitely.
back there too. But yeah, I want to take her to Haystack, cause she Haystack chemo on top and full cotton ham on bottom.
See, that'd be a nice out for this.
Mm-hmm.
That's to me, that's
Yeah,
what I
my
would
girl
do.
Pedigree.
If I had
That's
something
the one.
bred like that, I would do something like that.
That's the one that was in the stack off. If anybody wondering, if y'all seen the stack off that day against Sexy Red, that was out there working hard. She a good worker, good prey drive. Like you know what I'm saying. She good. She don't play. I let her get on play with Turbo a little bit, but she don't play.
I
Like
know a
she
guy.
got it. She got it all.
He's doing that bolio with the haystack. Now he got a bitch bred damn near like little haystack, but
Oh yeah, but he
she
doing
eat
taking to some
puppies though.
bolio.
She's a bad.
You
She got
tell
some shit out off of her, but that bitch eat puppies though.
you
She's a
gotta hear him
bad
get him
mama.
out of there. Then you gotta be
Yeah, you got.
there. You gotta do all the work. Like that's some shit you don't want to do, but you gotta get the ball. You gotta take time off if you do work. Like you gotta be round the clock. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no bullshit. You gotta be the mama. When you got a bad mama, that's the shit you want to stay from. But when you got some good shit, sometimes you gotta put up with that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. But
Yeah.
like that's a but you know what I'm saying? That's a lot of work. You gotta be ready to put in that work. With the milk and everything, you know. She fuck around and have 10 on the motherfuckers. Your ass gonna be scratched out in there, you know what I'm saying?
Man, I remember I was
It's a wonderful thing, you know.
I remember I was monitoring this bitch. I knew she eat pup, but you know me, I could surrogate, you know, I could take those puppies, throw it on the other bitch. But the key is I gotta catch these motherfuckers when they come out.
You
And I
gotta be there.
sat there, and I was there, but I was dozing off. I was dozing off, man. Every time I pop up, he's like, oh shit, this bitch, you know, I run in there and her ass be licking her motherfucking chops. Every time I ran in there, dog, this was some bullshit, you know. And then one time
Damn, dog.
I caught one coming out, but that puppy was so frail and small, like that motherfucker was dead when it came out. You know, that was
Damn,
the only
man.
one that I was able to save, and that was basically already
And it
dead.
wasn't right. Yeah.
Yeah, but
And
she,
like
you know, I was
you gotta be ready for that
you gotta
shit,
be
man.
ready
Like
to eat
y'all
them.
dead. It be that hurt, but you know that's all a part of the game, man. It's all a part of the game.
It just should eat the sack off of the
Like I'm
dog,
ready
and then she'll
to
go straight for the umbilical cord. And once she get to the bottom of the umbilical cord, she just keep eating the dog, just right in front of you. Just keep eating that motherfucker.
and
You know.
you know, and like we breed dogs like that. Some of the motherfuckers they don't like nothing with fur. So that
Yeah.
motherfucking puppy come out there with goddamn fur. That bitch fair motherfucking game. She don't care nothing about that shit. Shit, man, she'll kill their ass. But sometimes you got good mothers. And that's the shit you look for. But all of them ain't good mothers. Cause the blood good. They don't mean they're a good mama.
I think some Jeep Red Boy will go good with little Haystack as well.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Jeep
Oh yeah.
Jeep Red Boy, any of that. Rascal, Jeep Red Boy,
That
Rascal,
rascal.
straight Jeep. You know,
All
it
that
could be
shit.
heavy on the
All that
Rascal.
shit should produce some athletic, good alert animals, man. Ain't no doubt about that.
Cause I mean, he bred tight. He, you know, you ain't gonna get. I mean, you
Oh
could probably
yeah.
get it tighter, maybe, but why? You know,
Yeah,
it's already
you want to
tightened
have
up.
a little bit of cross. You know what I'm saying?
You know, you know.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Hey, man,
But I'll tell you though, it's a
2025.
beautiful dog, man. Beautiful dog. Like I saw him, I could see him all the time. Let y'all know, I ain't just speaking about my dog. Like I know what a dog is. I know who got the dogs well taken care of dog, looking good, acting good, and it's some good blood. Some good blood. You want some piece of history? You know what I'm saying? Hit bro up, hit him up for that for some of that little haystack, man. Go ahead and back up to it. You got some of that shit, back up to it. It ain't gonna do nothing but help what you got. It ain't gonna hurt it at all. Straight
Old
up.
man, thoughts on exceptionally well-bred dogs that aren't conformational sound? Do they yield the same value as a perfect litter mate based on the pedigree alone? Um,
Let's see.
fuck, hey, shit. I done seen it happen a lot of times, brother.
Hey, people
Uh,
still use it. Like you know what I'm saying? Like don't be confused. Like, you know what I'm saying? The main thing is people don't know is I want to see. I want to know.
What's going
You know,
down?
I
Borderland,
want
what
to
up?
find out. What's going on, family?
In slow motion.
Yes,
Just,
Hey,
sir.
slow motion is better than no motion.
you know what I'm saying? I'm moving
You
slow
better
motion so I
believe
can
it.
see who's approaching, baby. Well, what's going
Yeah.
down?
Um, Now I seen it, but it's based on what that dog is producing. If you breed that dog, let's say one time, two times, and you just obviously seeing the shape or the confirmation that you don't like, and he's constantly throwing that to you, then that's a red flag. But I seen dogs just like with an overbite. You know, I had a dog with an extreme fucking overbite. And when I bred him, shit, every litter, that motherfucker threw overbites. You feel me? And then, you know, there was another motherfucker to where he wouldn't do that. He wouldn't, it was just the way he was. It wasn't really nothing personal with his genetics. So if you're getting the same quality dogs as a perfect litter mate, you know, you got to take that into value. That's why a lot of those bitches off of you know, they got a grand champion fucking brother or litter mate, or you know, something, maybe they couple of their sisters was doing it. They would a lot of times get held in high regard by some dog man, not all. Because some, you know, when you look at a pedigree, it's like a cloud, you know, it tells a different story for everybody, you know, pretty for the most part. And some people will look at that pedigree like, wow, you know, this is amazing. This is the last of this shit. You know, this is amazing. Where did you find this? And then somebody else will just look at it just like it's a regular ass dog, you know. So you really gotta I like to be well rounded off, you know, knowing about the dogs and knowing about the pedigrees. But
Definitely.
if he throwing what you want, man, shit, I don't think he needs to have any legs or anything. You know, that motherfucker could be just, you
Damn
know,
right.
waddling
Yeah.
around like a seal. If he's throwing what I want, come on, man.
Yeah.
See, hey, smarter, not harder.
Let
But
him
if
be
you
it.
have
Period, what I
Shit.
access
want.
to the one that's conformationally sound, and they
Breed of
both
that one too.
same.
Shit. Damn
You
right.
said what happened?
I said if you have access to the one that's conformationally sound, I wouldn't risk it. I'd go to the one that I like the conformation of. So, like, say for instance,
I breed both of them, man.
Greasy and
Shit.
Hydro. I prefer Greasy. You know what I'm saying? They litter mate brothers. Hydro was a good dog, but I just like what Greasy was throwing more. So if I had access to
But did
both
you
of them,
did
But
you
you
breed
throwing
both of them?
more. So what
huh?
if you didn't
Did you
know?
breed? I said, did you breed both of them?
No, I didn't have them both, but they both were bred. They both were bred, and then the offspring is out
Never
there.
see you found out. You knew you bred
Right.
both of them. I told her, shit, if you can breed both of them.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
That's the only
Yeah.
way to know. But at the
Some
same
dogs
time,
just
Yeah.
throw, man. I'm telling you, it's a dice roll.
Yeah.
Some
Damn right.
dogs just
Damn
throw,
right.
bro.
Some
They
dogs
just
just
throw.
throw.
yeah,
They just throw, bro.
yeah,
I heard a lot of dogs, you know, people talk about the tradition and, you know, back in the day. And, you know, I know hella dog, good ass dog, man. They got dogs. And then you got all these other dog, man. You know, they test their dogs every month and shit. You know what I'm saying? You got this motherfucker over here. He never even looked at that dog. And that dog produced way better than his whole fucking yard.
yeah.
You know, I
You know
seen
what
it.
I'm saying? Yeah.
I
Yeah.
seen it.
You ain't
I
lying, bro.
seen it.
You ain't
I
lying.
seen it, bruh. You know, now there's more that goes into that, of course. You know, there's nuances, you know, but man, every dog, you gotta have the gene to produce, man. An old dog, just like old dog, man, tell everybody learns something old dog, man, that stick with them. This is something that stuck with me, you know. Like you have to have the gene to produce, bro. It doesn't matter about none of this shit. None of it. You know, you gotta have a gene actually, and not just once in a blue moon or oh, when she bred to this, he bred good. I'm talking about overall good breeder. Because yeah,
I-
if you match up any dog, you can make the best dog based on genetics. You know, if that right amount of genetics crosses with that right amount of genetics, it could make something incredible. But that's a
Yeah.
needle in a haystack, though.
But what a dog that you breed to any good bitch, he have something good. You know, no matter
Exactly.
what, no matter
Actually,
what blood she is. You know.
Actually, I think the key is the bitch. If you ask me, so you can find the male you want to breed to, but if the bitch ain't worth it, then I don't think anything gonna come of it. That's just how I feel.
Shit, you crazy, man. Mike, I
Nah,
know for a
man.
fact,
Nah, oh
Mike
nah. It's
produced
some
with
dogs. It's some regular
a
bitches.
lot of bullshit bitches, bro. See, people they follow this fad and the trend and shit. But see, I got down to the meat
Nah.
and potatoes. A lot of them dogs weren't shit, you know, and they produce great dogs, man. I'm talking about even phenotypically. Like I'm talking about just like a little ass, dinky ass dog that you're just like, man, what the fuck is this? And then by the time them goddamn pups is 5 months, you could just get rid of the mom. I'm serious. Man. Just more
Definitely.
robust, more everything, bro. Telling
Yeah,
you.
definitely.
Because we
And
would
and
because
that shit
well, I
that
tell you
shit
the
can go
story.
both ways.
I
And that
got you,
shit
but
can
I'll
go
tell you
both
the
ways
story
too.
of how it went, though.
Yeah,
Yeah, it could go both ways. But I'm gonna tell you how it went. Because there was hella bitches. I told you we didn't have no salary cap. So if there was ever a dog that got bred to Michael Myers, we would go out and buy her. You know, this happened more than a half a dozen times. Yeah, I get it. If a dog man did that shit, which most don't, you know, but it wasn't no salary cap. We would want that bitch, even if you wanted an arm and a leg. And there was a few bitches that we really wanted, but I ain't gonna say no names. Motherfuckers was holding out, not trying to let us get the bitch. Then we finally get her, and then you find out, you know, once you get the dog, you find out what's to the dog, what's, you know, like your pedigree. Like, yeah, we could look at it, you know, that's one thing. And then it's like, damn. So he's making everybody better. He's making everybody better. Now I get it.
Mm-hmm.
I used to be on females. I used to be like, okay, the female, you know, I keep some bottom bitches, but it was like back in the day, you know, I had one bottom bitch, you know, she was the catalyst of the whole fucking, you know what I'm saying, the ship. She was the queen, you know, but now, and you can get a female that can produce just as good as a male. She just can't produce as many times as a male, you know.
Time.
You
right.
could,
Exactly.
yeah, she could
Exactly.
produce like a motherfucker, but she ain't gonna make no army compared to this male.
Uh-uh.
Within a year, he could do more than what that bitch is gonna do her whole life.
Her
You
whole
feel me?
career. Yep.
Right.
Yeah, her
Right,
whole freaking
exactly.
career. Yep.
But nah, man, I can name some of them bitches out. I don't want to do that because you know a lot of people still got them dogs, you know, and it'd just be a whole controversy. But hey, I own the bitch. I had a bitch. I could tell you which ones were good and which ones weren't, you know, and a lot of them bitches weren't good, and he still was able to produce. That's how you know that a motherfucker can produce, man. I'm telling you.
Oh yeah.
Now
Oh yeah.
the what you're supposed to do is what you're supposed to do. You know, you breed best to best. That's, you know, that's always been a motto that a lot of
The
people
standard.
follow.
Yeah.
But, you know, you can't change what's already been done. You can't undo certain things. Just like that bitch that ate the pups. I knew she ate the pups. It's because she produced a dog that was absolutely just phenomenal. You know, she produced a motherfucker like that,
That's why
and
you
we
took
ended
the
up
risk
having
to
to get
do it
her.
again.
Oh no, that's
Shit.
why I took the risk, and I would have did it again. She
Damn
killed
right.
all
And I
those.
about to say, and I would have did it damn again.
I raised
Shit.
her.
Man.
I kept her. I kept that bitch in best health because I felt like the next time around, because she got sent to me in heat. You know, so the next time around, just like that one that I almost saved, but he was too small, dead already. This next time
Yeah.
around should be all the way cleaned out, everything. You know what I'm saying? I'll probably get a better shot. I was gonna try it again. She was old age. She ended up passing, you know, after not directly after that, but she never made it back to the next heat.
To the next heat,
Yeah. But I did that. I'm telling you, because it was that serious. Sometimes you got to go out your way to produce good dogs, and that's some of the measurements that you got to do. And I got that bitch.
Oh yeah,
She was
that's
actually
all
gifted
part
to
of the
me,
game.
and it was good. But there was a dog named I put his name out there. His name was Superman, and we definitely wanted to reproduce his ass. He was his mama was a half sister to Yellow Page. Yellow Page is Iceman's mama. So really, Iceman is 75% of what fucking Superman was. You know what I'm saying? You just kind of try to play with it and try to replicate different things,
Exactly.
But it's all fun at the end of the day. Like I said at the top, breed it, feed it, man. I wasn't gonna breed it. If I wasn't gonna keep none of them, I wasn't gonna breed it at all. Period. I want all them motherfuckers. I want dozens. If I talk about a dog, I want dozens of dogs off of him, or I'm not gonna really be talking about him like that.
No, sir.
Like he the best and putting them on Mount Rushmores and doing all this shit. If you don't got dozens of them dogs off of him, I just think it's
How do
cap.
you really truly believe in it? I believe you a lie. I
It
believe you're a
doesn't.
goddamn
Well, you
puppy
probably
pusher.
do, but it just
Goddamn.
doesn't look like you do. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't. You probably
Well,
do,
not to me.
but it doesn't look like it. That's all I'm saying. It don't look like it. You don't believe in that shit, or your yard will be laced with that shit. That's how I feel. That's how I feel.
Yes,
It's like
sir.
that Chopito and all the Chapo and all
Damn
that.
right.
You got
Boy,
a
the boy, the
bunch of them
lad
motherfuckers.
screaming shit. His
Yeah,
yard full of
got
this
a bunch
shit.
of that
And he's
shit.
screaming shit.
Bunch of that
Damn
shit.
right. I
Red
tell
like
him,
this, the
it's all the way
Panamero,
down, bitch. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
check it, so this is how I did it though. I liked how Chapito came
A
out from
kitty.
Chapo. So I took Chapito's mom's sister, which to me is the better of the two, and took her to Chapo. And I got my Onyx dogs and I got those dogs. And then I took her daughter, which was bred to her half brother. She was bred to her half brother to make her daughter. And I took her and bred her to Chapito. I mean, the Chapo. So I will have a great understanding of exactly how it's crossing in with Chapo because I have three specimens as far as the litters go. You know what I'm saying? As far as off Chapo
Yes,
bred
sir.
to my line. They all sitting here growing up. You know what I mean?
Damn right. Raising them. Damn right. Putting them out there,
Yeah.
you know.
Like,
And I
see that
still got them.
this
Like,
little bitch is the one that's on my avatar. That's Chapito's half sister. That's the bitch that's from the Gemma bred to Chapo. Chapito is Goldilocks bred to Chapo. And then I took Gemma to Chapo, and this little bitch that's on my avatar, that's off of the Gemma and Chapo. Then I have the whole litter here from the Gaia and Chapo breeding, which is Gaia is the little bad haired female I got. Bred to, I mean, that's Gemma bred to Abel, and then I took her and bred her to Chapo. So I have three different specimens. She's a little tight. She's got a little banjo out in her through the pepper dog. So,
yes, sir.
so off that sloppy Joe and truck stuff. Oh yeah, that's a, so we'll see. But that's how I like to do it. And I concentrated and then okay. Now I have these three and they all intermingle together. You know what I'm saying? And you keep the bloodline
Damn
alive
right.
without over tightening it.
That's how you gotta do it, man. That's how you gotta do it, man. Like you believe in your shit. I got a yard full of this shit that I'm selling. The bitch ain't gonna tell me I don't like it. Cause this
Yeah.
the same shit I got right here in my yard. Like, you know what I'm saying? It ain't like
100.
I just got one dog and I want to sell everything off this motherfucker. I don't want nothing. Nah,
Right.
that shit never sit well with me. Like, damn, you ain't gonna keep one of these motherfuckers. I like a motherfucker to tell me, oh, I got first pick. Okay,
Right.
so that let me know that you believe in your shit. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So goddamn, I can move forward.
And not only that, I went and
Shit.
brought a bitch off of Chapo, a little bitch that was Chapo bred to China dog, which in her bottom side, her mom was a granddaughter of Hydro. See, Chapo is a grandson of Greasy. So those are littermate brothers that are in on both sides of the pair. So I brought her in so I could see how she blossom out. But right now I'm on that Chapo project. You know what I'm saying? And
Yes, sir.
that's how I did. But I still think the bitches are the key. That's why you always see me say, let me see the bitch.
But if you got the right stud, goddamn
Right.
it,
Because you know what
he could run the 7, 8, 9, 20, 30 bitches in a week or two. You know what I'm
right.
saying?
And
And
that's right. And
get
that's
his
how
shit
you
out there. Shit.
and that's like with Chapo, I understand what you're saying about the stud. You find that one stud you like, and if you got good bitches, bro, then figure it out. See if he
It don't
clicking
matter
with
if
the
they good or
vibe.
not.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Because some dogs just don't click. Some shit just don't click. But uh, you get your specimen, your first litter, you start seeing them grow up and watching them. Like after Chapo was 6 months, I knew, hey, we need to. Here come Jimma, here come Gaia back to back. I knew just off Chapito and his sisters alone,
Yeah.
that they are producing sound bulldog minded little pups. You know what I'm saying? So now I see it, and I
Uh-huh.
see it in Onyx and this litter. I had to pull the males out already, separate them because they on some other shit.
They on that good shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but they on that bullshit too. Now I gotta
Yeah.
make more space and shit.
Yeah.
When you probably ain't ready to, but now you gotta
Right.
go on here and make more
Make
room.
room. Yeah.
But it's always a wonderful thing,
Yeah. Yeah.
you
But yeah,
know.
as long
When
as
you
you
see what you're
got the
supposed to
room,
see.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
and when you see what you're supposed to see.
yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, man, ain't doing nothing, man. I got them over there. They looking good, man. And my shit came though. I got the harness, the collar, a nice little I don't even want to say, but I got a damn breaking stick for you motherfucking tree huggers
Yeah.
out there and shit. They came with the little package with the bulldog strong shit,
Nice.
you know, a
I
nice,
was
you know what I'm
saying,
saying, everything.
yeah, I really, 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 really like that collar and that harness that Chapito on. So, because when they got that trophy, they gave me a bulldog strong collar and harness. So I'm about to order
Yeah.
one for all the entire yard. Well, the collars anyway. They're really nice made, soft padded. Won't
Oh
take.
man, they nice, man. Like I had my baby walking turbo yesterday in the harness. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? When we first got it, I let her walk him in the harness. At least she said, "Dad, it's so much easier. It ain't that hard now."
yeah, yeah.
So,
And
yeah.
them collars are good and durable, double pronged. I like them a lot. So I'm about to order some for the whole yard probably tonight. Matter of fact, I'm
Yeah, cause
calling.
I'm going out of town. I say I just got him a brand new collar, but the collar came with it. I said I let him wear his collar when I go out of town to Georgia and shit. He go out here in the woods and stuff. Let him put on his fresh collar
Yeah.
out here, you
Yeah.
know. But yeah, man,
But
he
yeah,
looking
shout out to
good.
Bulldog Strong. I go through Vicky. So if y'all want to get it out there in the chat, holla at Vicky
Yeah,
for
and
the
I went through the owner, Mr.
Yeah,
Dennis
Mr.
True,
J.
CHU. Is on Facebook.
Yeah,
Hey, he shipped it out strong. I was questioning it. That man showed me the box with the name on it already ready to ship out. It was
right.
here in the flash. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah,
So
yeah.
everything is out there, man. Good meds and all. I went to Steel Mag, holler at her. You know what I'm saying? Get your dog the chewables and shit. Whatever. That shit came the same way, fast and quick.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like take care of your house the best of your ability, man. You
Right.
know. And that shit worked for Mr. Darnell Dickey, the unknown dewormer. Dog shit, it ain't got no smell back there. All this shit look the same, clean, easy, firm, not too hard, not too loose.
Who does that?
Mr. Darnell Dickey,
Yeah. Okay.
Bakari told me about it. Mr. Bach on the Patreon show.
Patreon. Okay.
Yeah, and I bought some, man. That shit good. That shit the real deal, man.
Nice.
That shit the real deal. The wormy dog. He said that's all he used, But the shit good. Dog, the shit don't got no smell, man. Clean your dog out real good.
Nice.
Yeah, that little
Straight
Mayday.
up.
Them jokers gonna be nice, Nino. I think they go good with what you got. You got that OG loco. They got a lot of on the bottom half. Them ones, I think you might like that.
I saw them beautiful little Mayday pups. The motherfucker, I said they look beautiful now. They're gonna be some
Let me
damn monsters.
see if I can drop the pad. There you go.
Put it up.
They're gonna be some
Got that
monsters,
OG
man.
loco in there. Got little Garner in there. Little OG. Well preserved shit. Little Mayday, I think he's a Southern Kennels replica. He's a,
Yeah.
I mean, like we talk
Look,
about
Stole Man,
all these
Apple, nigga,
kennels and
all
we
that
talk
shit, good
about
shit back there,
preserving
man.
and you know what I'm saying? I mean, you look at his fucking pedigree. I mean, it speaks for itself. And this unknown's a fucking best bred dog in the whole goddamn shit.
Yeah.
This unknown one. But you got Mayday Jr., Katana, all those dogs, like this wasn't
Ice
no
cream,
bullshit
right?
right here, man.
Macho
This wasn't no
Bill,
bullshit, man.
some good blood
Matcha
in there.
Max shit
Some
and
good blood.
Victo shit back there, the Mayday back there, Sassy Girl, Southern Kennels, like this is a Southern Kennels like buffet.
That old deadlift. I see it back
The
there.
Tampa
You know
dog,
what I'm saying?
this dog right here, bred like a motherfucker right here. Look at him. Just Mayday the fuck out, deadlift, barracuda the fuck out. Just deadlift,
Mayday, deadlift,
barracuda the
definitely.
fuck out. Mayday, yellow. You feel me? Like that dog. Now he's a big dog now. He's a big motherfucker. But you're getting all that shit. And then we ain't even got to talk about the Michael Myers. Just it is I say it's him with his pedigree. Motherfuckers look at that pedigree like, man, that shit's fake. Right off the muscle. They're like, oh, hell no. Because it's looking too crispy. It's
That
looking
bitch
too
wonderful.
crispy, bro. That's why. That's
That's how.
my
That's crazy though,
probability.
because that's how my dog. That's how my dog Pig look.
Alpo to me, one of the best goddamn Red Boy Jocko Bolio Tombstone dogs, Yeah, man, Alpo was a good ass dog, bro. I'm sorry. With that straight boomer, Pit Island, Samide Arab,
That
just
good bingo
straight
shit.
red boy right there.
Yes,
That bitch
sir.
was able to produce some good dogs herself. Macho Bear, they bred the fuck out of him. So, I ain't gonna really make no claims on that.
Pit
But,
Island Envy. Oh yeah, she and Turbo Pig too.
and then Alpo to this bitch, in my dog years, Alpo to this bitch been straight gasoline on the fucking fire. KB was one of my best bitches. Definitely one of the best breedings that Michael Myers ever did is what this shit represents right here, and how do I know? Because I had the dog, not because of what Earl Tudor told me and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, bro.
Yeah,
I'm
I
just
know.
saying
Damn
because
right. Keep it
some
real.
dudes, they try to like don't. Sometimes I talk about some spiritual shit, and sometimes I'm really talking about the meat and potatoes, like what's really happening in real time. But nah, this shit right here, this tango shit, it changed it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You're throwing a little bit of this in there. There's justice, right here. Oiler, Black Pass and shit, low Virgil shit. The same the STPs, BB. I think this was so STP bond. So I think this was this might got something to do with the Tiverton blood. If I'm not mistaken, man. Because I know Buck bred Bon. I wonder if Bonnie and Bon are related. Yep, St. Benedict's Bon right there, right there. Buck Bon. Yeah. So we was getting it through this way. And I'm telling you, these dogs were good dogs. They were good dogs. This Tiverton shit, bred like that, double bred buck with the Ozzie Stevens Virgil shit right there. Bred down on some good shit, man. And I think that is one of the reasons why it's been working. And then you'll get that same type of pedigrees because, let's admit, it's a popular pedigrees going on, but they're not the popular success going on. You feel me? And then he's got that old family shit. You got your this Knox dog. I think he's a double bred chemo. Yeah, he double bred chemo, Bobby Peru. So that's modern day Garner blood right there. Back to some of that old family shit. So you got 5/8 or 3/8 of your old family. You got an 1/8 Garner right there, and then you got the Mayday Delight, the Southern Kennels Delight. With little Mayday. Hey, it is what it is. Some gonna like it, some ain't.
You better believe it.
Some gonna snitch on your ass, and some ain't.
Lighthouse Kennels.
I'm just saying, bruh. I'm just saying.
That's just how I go.
I'm just saying, bruh. And I like how this I ain't gonna lie, how this OG shit been crossing up and shit. He's been keeping these dogs, this Kratos dog. He's been in the mix. I've been hearing about him doing some breedings. And OG's way back here. He's way back here in some of these peds. So that's a historical thing. Check out the first magazine. He got a fat spread in that joint. He blessed the mag. He made that happen.
Yeah.
That was what's up, OG. A lot of good shit in there.
Good content, man.
They also did this one. I think this bitch took. This is private though. Dude ain't they ain't gonna probably have none available. But they took a OG. Me and OG did this breed way back. I got the picture. Matter of fact, I took the picture. OG took a picture of me, and I put it in the magazine when I was with Mike. I had the joint in my mouth, and that's when we did this breeding. This was like in 2018 or some shit. It was a while ago, and so we took Michael Myers back to this Jinx bitch. This a good bitch right here, man. It kind of made me a believer in the old family shit, coming back, because you don't know how it's being preserved. You're not shitting on the blood, but you don't really know how it's being preserved. And that just means that you're a connoisseur. It's not a bad thing. You're a connoisseur. You're not going to just let any bloodline up into your mix. You feel me?
All right, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, man. Look, so salute to OG. This shit, I liked it. Made me a believer. We took that bitch to Michael Myers. Got Izzy. There was a bunch of other ones that came off of this litter that made some good shit. They've been breeding it back to the Michael Myers shit. And or let's say the Buck City shit too, because a lot of them dogs was pressed down. Let me see. Let me show you one. I think this support bitch read back to this right here. So we press this down. It's flip-flop. It's supposed to flip-flop this, but the black bear, that was my dog. The macho bear dog, that was my dog. The black, all these dogs right here was all mine. Created this shit right here. We got semen off of this one right here. This is a hell of a dog. If you're looking at the same trait as that bitch that was down off of the macho bear back to the the tango shit, the one bitch I was just showing you on the other pedigree, and you get that same type of shit. Tango, he's bringing a lot to the table. You guys don't know about this dog. He's bringing a lot to the table. You got the black pass down there also with the Proud Mary dog right off of Luke Kane. This was a trend. They're breeding Mayday dogs back to black pass dogs. I had one myself. That's how I know. I didn't have to ask Ronald Boyles and shit. Goddamn STP. And I didn't have to ask none of those guys. But we just go straight here to black pass. And I think it was Bowles Nasty. Let me see. I'll show you this shit. STP's nasty. He ain't got that many pages. Oh, there we go. So there you go. STP's nasty. My bitch right here, Baby Bo. You feel me? It's because you see other people owner NWB, Northwest Bulldog, and yeah, that's me. Yeah, I know. It's over 20 years old, so it might be hard for your TV to see it because it's 20 years old or more. But it happened. It really happened. We really had these dogs bred like that, like the ones that we show. Luke Kane shit. We basically did a flip flop. Took the Luke Kane bitch. They were doing the Luke Kane back to these, so we just take the Luke Kane bitch back to that. Boom, good dogs. I love these dogs. They was. I was able to breed these dogs up. Little Freeway. This was one of my favorite dogs right here that I ever produced in life. Just a great dog, man. Bred it back to the Freeway dog. I fucked up. I could have bought this dog. I talk about that. This dog's the reason why I bought Michael Myers, because I passed up on this dog. And listening to one of my partners, I passed up on him. And so that same partner was in my ear when it came to Michael Myers, because I had a son and a daughter already, and I didn't really need him. I didn't need him, to be honest. But I saw the opportunity, like a Pat Patrick saw opportunity in a Bolio, whether he stole him or whatever. I don't know. I ain't in that. That Jimmy dog, this dog that Burns. It was summer 05, so this almost 20 years here. Summer 05. Got the same Mayday Dragon Lady shit. How it's kind of ironic. You running Michael Myers shit today. You're running Mayday Dragon Lady shit yesterday with the Big John. You know, this is a great cross. Like I would take this over damn near anything. I would take this right here because I know that there was nothing that stepped on this. This right here, nothing. And it, you know, hey, come on now. Come on. Hey, if you know, you know, man. Some cats, you know, pull up, come fuck with me. You feel me?
What's up, puppies?
You say what?
No, I was talking to the puppies. I just cleaned
Yeah.
it.
Hell yeah, man. We're trying to make it happen.
Yes, sir.
Trying to make it happen, man. We ain't capping. It's the no cap show. The no cap. Now, if you had dogs, man, it's not everything. Because, you know, you got some people that had the best dogs, you know, they didn't do shit with them. You know, a lot of these dogs I didn't do shit with. But so that when you come across it again, you know what to look for. You know, you've experienced that. Different traits and different things that these dogs got, characteristics. So that you'll know. And if I see one that acts like Little Freeway, you know, because this is one of my best dogs. I'm not gonna lie. This dog right here, man. And matter of fact, this was the dog that we bred to Haystack's litter mate. So if you can imagine this right here, and then we bred this back to Haystack's litter mate. You know, that was a good thing. Yeah, this one had it all though. Freeway was nice too. This Freeway dog was nice. He would have been pushing 25. Oh, Freeway. I could have kept him a lot longer. You know, I lost him in a yard accident. Him and one of my other dogs, I lost both of them. That was a bad day. Bad day for me and the dogs. You lose your two best dogs. And it was kind of crazy because that baby Bo bitch was pregnant. We had stuck her one damn time too. We stuck her one time, me and my partner. One time, and we got a fat litter. I remember there was 2 chocolates, 2 blacks. Let me see, 2 chocolates, 2 blacks, a buckskin, and a yellow red nose, like a blonde. You know, gave me a perfect split litter. It was beautiful. After losing your dude, you know, one of the bitches, you know, a couple weeks later after you get through sobbing, you look up, notice that bitch's nipples is starting to drop. You're like, damn, that bitch pregnant? You don't want to get too happy, but as the weeks progress, she is pregnant. You know, it's one of those moments, man. Remember I said 10,000 hours? You get there for the new cats. So what do you see? What do you see us transitioning from 2025 to 2026? What do you see happening? What do you see transitioning with the game? Rather if it's laws or what do you see going on, man? I just wanted to put that up there. It might spark a powerful conversation.
That's gonna spark a conversation. I don't know, man. It's hard to tell. Every day, you think we progressing, then you see a fallback. And I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. And that
You
could be
like,
deflating.
yeah, I'd be like,
That's deflating.
100 plus years. Like, what? You know what I'm saying? So, but at the same time, you seeing a lot of people starting to come together to sign petitions, and a bunch of petitions are out there right now. Just to save the breed. So I guess it's a 50-50 chance. You know what I mean?
Right.
What
Yeah.
about you? What do you see?
You
know
know,
what I
I
do
think
see though? I see that it might weed out some of the pretenders that don't really love the breed. They still see things like that. They like, you know what I'm saying? Because I did see a lot of yard sales after that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Now it's gonna weed out the pretenders. I see that. You're gonna have to be tip top. You're gonna have to be right, which means that a lot of people are probably not even gonna qualify to be. It's gonna change the landscape of the breed. It's got to.
Right.
They're trying to. I'm telling you, even in my area, they made it. There. I don't know if it's passed or whatever. I ain't selling shit around there no way, so I wouldn't give a fuck what's going on. I heard that they were trying to pass a law to where if you purchase a dog, it would have to be from like a licensed or like certified registered like breeder.
Right.
Like you would have to do something extra to make yourself something else, you know.
Yeah, but you should do that anyway if you are breeding dogs, just to be on the up and up. You know what I'm saying? Make it a legit business, LLC it, and also, because the main thing about it is taxes and all of that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So if you make yourself legit, then there's no question to it. You know what I'm saying?
But it never was a crime though.
Right.
Now they're trying to make it into a crime.
Right. And the reason
That's
for
why,
that
like,
is
if they
because
saying
it's
like if
tax
you don't buy
evasion in
from
their eyes.
a certain, and then who knows, they might make you have documentation of where you got this dog when you go to the vet or what. Like I could see it starting off small. That's what they do. They start off small, and then they go for the whole everything.
Right.
I see that. You know,
What
if you just got one breeding? What if you just got two breedings? I gotta make a whole kennel for that. You know,
I think
that's crazy.
Well, to be like a breeder in Texas, you can't to be under a breeder or license in Texas. I know it's 6 females that are a breedable age. So if you have more than 6 females, you're breeding them and selling pups, you need to be registered and legit. Or you keep your yard under 6 breedable females. And then but yeah, man, it's when I say breedable of age, you know what I'm saying? I think the key to success
So they
is
go
learn
the
the
year and a
laws of your
half, they
land. You
breedable.
know what I'm saying?
You
If you
say
know
what?
the key to success is learning the laws of your land, your tether laws, your breeding laws, all of that. Because I mean, if you stand within those guidelines, then really they can't fuck with you as long as you're taking care of the dogs. Don't leave your dog sitting and pissing shit and all of that. You know what I mean? And make sure they got a good house. Whatever laws that are going on in your area, then I would say if you follow those laws to the best of your ability, then they can't really fuck with you on your yard. You know what I'm saying? Do some.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And
Keep
not
it
only
right,
that,
man. Keep it right.
you catch more flies with honey than vinegar. So, shit, man. Every now and then, donate bag of dog food to the poor dogs that are being euthanized over there. You know what I'm saying? All that shit registers, man. They be like, nah. So if you take care of your community, they probably won't fuck with you. Bag of dog
Yeah,
food go a
yeah,
long
nah,
way
for
with
real.
those
You
people. You
gotta,
know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah. See, I got a different, you know, I avoid law enforcement,
Right.
maybe too much. You know what I'm
Probably.
saying? It's like
Because
I
nigga
don't
do.
want, I don't got time. Listen, even if I'm doing right, I don't fuck
Yeah,
with you, man.
I
Cause
feel
it's
you.
just my relationship, bro. I don't know, man. Might be PTSD or something, you know.
Yeah. No, I feel you 100.
But
But at the
that's
same
just
time,
maybe it's a bridge we gotta build.
yeah, that's what I'm
But
saying. You got to build
as
that bridge in
today
order.
goes, it's like, damn, bro.
I feel you. But like, do something small, do a little fundraiser and then donate the money to the shelter. Because if you think about it, dog lovers anywhere, no matter what breed, they got all these dogs up there at the shelter that need homes, need food, need water. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
eh, just me. I just love the American Pit Bull Terrier, but it's kind of sad what happens to some dogs. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right, right.
you reach out and you help. Look, this is a donation from Borderland Kennel. And then if that name ever come across their desk, they're gonna be like, wait a minute, Borderland, he donates all them bags of dog food. He can't be doing nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, hopefully.
Yeah,
Nah, yeah, you gotta hope for the best.
that's
Like
it.
I
So
said, I thought I was gonna get some type of justice. I'm thinking
yeah.
Black Lives Matter and shit. I'm thinking like this is my time, And who knows? Maybe we'll see what happens to Diddy, you know.
Yeah. Well,
Maybe we'll see what happens. Do motherfuckers get justice around this bitch or what? I don't know.
problem is,
Um,
I just see something bigger going on, man. I don't know. Have you noticed they trying to take out all the rich elite blacks? You know what I'm saying? I'm just watching it. Like, man, what is going on? But ain't no telling.
yeah, you gotta live, especially if you rich and you got the spotlight on you,
Mm-hmm.
you know. 'Cause I got two different sides of me. Sometimes I could be the bad boy or I could be the good guy, you know. And
Yeah.
if you go down that path and it's big turning up and private jets and just, what I'm saying? You go down
Right.
that path, like they don't
Showing
want me
off.
on the jury. Cause I know how this shit goes. These brides, they get mad, and then now all of a sudden, motherfuckers getting indicted and shit, what I'm saying?
Well, yeah. And
Lawsuits
this
and
is the
shit.
thing where you get this. Well, for one, I think this whole Diddy thing gonna take down a lot more than just Diddy. You know what I'm saying? But if you
Yeah.
take the money, even though us as a community, we get rich, we feel we made it out or whatever, and we forget about everybody else. But if that power of the money is still there, you got black billionaires that are, you know what I'm saying? Uh, that are there, then if it came down to it, then there's an option with backup, with money backup. I don't know. I guess capital to have capital would be so. It's something that they feel they have to that feels needs to be controlled. Now, do I say that Diddy didn't do it or did he do it? I don't know. But what I do know is that whether he's guilty or not, they've known for years that if he is guilty, that he's been guilty. You know what I'm saying? Why all of a sudden is this whole big thing? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Wayne Mill, what up?
Wayne,
Buck City APBT Radio. What up? What up, Borderland? What up, chat? What up? What
what's
up?
going on?
Man, I like when you guys on here talking that business. You know what I'm saying? When everybody start putting
Yes,
their head
sir.
together, it's a part of that lane that I
Right.
appreciate. Because once we get to business, then they can't stop the underground. They can't stop the back street. They can't stop the magazine. They can't stop the
Right.
lanes that we create. Hey, hush. So, Chad, everybody who's listening, Buck City has created the new and the future already. That's what the magazine's doing. That's what this platform is doing.
Right.
Cracking kennels. They done tapped into Buck City. So you guys got to tap in so we can create the platform for the platform. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes we forget the future is built off of the hard work. Well, we know Borderline done put in the hard work. You done, from the puppy raffle. I thank you for the AI. I like to stay incognito. I like to stay private. I like to keep my business where it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't like
Right.
to go out of the chest to chest formation. If you wasn't standing there, you probably don't need to know. You know what I mean?
Right.
But it's just always good that we keep talking the business part because it's almost like we in the meeting right now, right? Now I'm
Right.
sleeping the meat. I'm sleeping the meat. Y'all can, I ate me some Snicker bars. You know what I'm saying? Wake me up when it's time to go perform. But as far as this business that's been taken care of, Borderland, you've been a huge, and shout out to Pinalero now. We got to make sure we say thank you to the family. There's a
Right.
lot of people that aren't going to step up to the forefront and express their views about what they've been doing their whole life. A lot of people don't want to put their life out here. I was against it long time ago. This is like almost 6 years now, where I was against people talking about the American Pit Bull Terrier online. I said, this is not where we should be doing this. But
Right.
when Buck City started doing that wake and bake shit, it was like, oh, nigga, just listen to it. I'm like, nigga, that's bullshit. Y'all tripping. But he transformed it into, let's get the information out there. Fuck it. They gonna mess with you guys anyway. They're gonna come for us. Let's all figure out how we can get this information to the public so the public's on our side. Let's win the crowd. Like some old, like some 300 shit. Let's win the crowd because we
Right.
are the gladiators for the dogs. We fight at work for their food. We fight at work when we got to take them to the vet. We fight the public to, telling people, our dogs are good. We fight for our children. They're like our family. So remember, you guys, this economic base is being built right now through Buck City's situation. Send the donations in. Send the ideas in. Hit him on the IG. The more we do, the more we're going to accumulate. And Buck City's been breaking bread right. You know what I'm saying? We got to remember that. He's been breaking bread right. He could have got his magazine money and said, fuck that shit. I'm out. But he
Right.
didn't. He spun the block for y'all. Told you. He came back for all of y'all. So if you didn't respect him, you got to by now. Because that's what kind of respect is deserved. There's been people who had good dogs and they bred their dogs to only their stuff, and now their stuff is gone. They didn't spread it out. When Buck started talking about some certain dogs, I ain't even gonna repeat them. But go back and see that Northwest. Y'all go back and check that shit out because those dogs were distributed correctly. They were siphoned through correctly. They were screened and taken care of correctly. So yeah, they still I know where a couple are right now, and I guarantee they the best in that county. They're the best in that county. So let's
Right.
make sure we join in this platform because this is the future right now. We here right
Yeah.
now. If you ain't called in, if you ain't spoke, if you ain't put at least $80 in the Buck City situation, man, pick up the pace. Because this is a game dog. This dog will be a game dog forever. Whether it's bird, fowl, pigs, hogs, or just rounding up the cattle. This dog will forever be ready to be the ultimate sporting dog. And that's us as men should be the same way. You know what I'm saying?
That's 100. Well said, brother.
Well, we go through it so much. We go through it so much. We all can sit on here and talk for hours and hours because we in real time. We working with the dogs. We working with people. We working next to our vets. You know what I'm saying? We also working. So this is really nothing new to us, but giving it to the public in this real time situation, we want to make sure that they know Buck City is the progenitor. He's the overlord for the streets, and right now he is the podcast and the word on the street when it comes to the YouTube. So I need people to buy into what's real. Because see, if we buy into that, like that, we talked about the COVID shit. Them people ain't around no more. Them people ain't around. They're not around. And some dogs got wasted. Some dogs got caught in the shuffle. But the regular line, the regular daily, the regular everything we've been doing for the past 35 years. Because I'm not gonna lie, 1982, I thought I was high powered.
Yeah.
But what makes you high powered is your longevity. What makes you powered is how long have you really been here? How long have you been buying dog food and weighing dogs and making sure nutrition is right and making sure your family is right at the same time? It's a huge deal. So the discipline that comes along with what we're doing is tenfold. You got to be tenfold on your game when you come into this game. Because it's going to test your gameness. It's going to test your durability. Oh, you tired from work. Oh, you tired from work, but you still got to work these dogs.
Get up here. Get up here.
Yeah.
You hung over.
I would have loved. Hey, look, and I told you. Yeah, I would have loved to feed anything off of Achilles. I told you that. That's why I said we gonna talk about it. But when you step forward and said, "Look, I'm gonna go check this AI breeding stuff out," man, Junior, I appreciate you for that, man. That was, that's monumental.
Right.
Did you? I mean, and think about this. 5 years ago, did you think about that? Were we really on that? We really weren't. We were concentrating on what we were doing. Sometimes you get so caught up in a dog that you're like, well, okay, we're gonna do this now. Ooh, we did it good. Then we go. You know what I'm saying? We start fluctuating, and then we forget we got to preserve what we did.
Yeah, for sure.
We got to make the history enter the future. So this next magazine, the first magazine, everything got to keep booming. We got to keep booming because this is us. I ain't got no kids. When I was a kid, I ain't got no pictures of me when I was a kid. But nobody, you know what I'm saying? Nobody, you know what I'm saying? Like I got maybe a school picture here and there, but I was fucking up in school too.
And we got to remember back then, you just have to take pictures, then take the film, get it developed.
Yeah, they used to have them in the little thing, and you had to go get them at the grocery store.
Yeah, develop.
Yeah, and then you got to come back in like a week or something.
Hell yeah.
But now we're in that section.
She had rolls and rolls and rolls somewhere. I just never.
Yeah,
found
you pay for the ones that came out good.
Good, yeah.
You got to flip through them and see if you like them. Or everybody shits over there, so people could look in your shit.
Yeah,
way back.
But yeah, Buck, if don't nobody give you your flowers, you know what I'm saying? American Bloodstock Bulldogs up here in North Minnesota, man. We care about you. We on your side. If we ever in that motherfucking block together, we gonna get back to back. You feel me? So, sometimes we forget who already done pulled the strings, but who keeps dancing. You know what I mean? We gonna keep it rocking.
100.
Man,
yeah,
that's what's up.
I think we just on to something great, man. For the breed.
Yeah.
Just keep pushing.
That's
Ty
cool.
Green in the building. See, Ty Green.
What up? Hey, did you get her, Todd?
Ty Green fell out the sky. What up, brother?
Did you get her, Todd? She should be in your hands right now.
Ooh-wee, Todd. You might have to hit that link, Todd.
Give us the update. This will be the second puppy update raffle. You know what I'm saying? The he number 2. I forget. Yeah, he number 2, right?
Yeah,
we got
that was the first raffle.
That was the first raffle.
Yeah,
That was the The first one was
Also, it's annual. Okay.
you know, or quarterly, maybe. Who knows?
Yeah. But
But it
yeah,
was a
so I
good
agree,
show.
man. Super. That's super.
Salute
Yeah, you gotta
That's what it's
subscribe.
about.
You gotta tap in to know when shit's popping. You know,
Right.
you gotta tap in. And you might just stop in for the first 5 minutes. You missed the last 10. That's when we was talking about all the good shit. You know, so
Oh,
you
he's
just
going
gotta
to.
tap
He
in with
said
it.
he driving to meet him right now.
Oh shit.
Oh, try to get it.
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
try to get it.
See that motion. That
Monumental.
motion.
So you know it's
That's
real.
what it is.
Say Todd, that t-shirt on its way. It should be already printed. I didn't know I had ran out, but I got you on a Borderland t-shirt too, brother.
Monumental.
Yes,
And
sir.
that's what, Buck, I talked to you earlier about that, about how to merch. If you guys got merch, make sure you're doing your merch. Make sure you're putting your money into something that kind of solidifies your dog's brand. You know what I'm saying? You guys want to make sure you're just not building dogs, you're building your brand. Buck City's he's doing this college teaching. See, that's why I tried to tell him. The master class is so deep. If you didn't go to preschool, shit, you guys got to go back and watch the videos again, because it's almost like he expects you guys to know, and that's love. But I know some people ain't got their merch ready. I know some people ain't got their collars ready. I like how you like the double buckle. See, you running them double buckles, ain't you? Hey, Borderland, you running them double buckles?
Yeah, the double buckles.
Yep, I believe in them. Yep, I believe in them. Especially if you got some real chain knockers, go ahead and double that lock up, because they will knock them off. They will knock that. They will,
Yeah.
because even Buck was talking about how big them dogs was coming out. They was coming out big, but that blood that was in them, they still had that fire. So sometimes we look at we look at confirmation, and we can look back and be like, shit, that investment right there was great, because you can always make a dog come down in size. But when you start breeding, it's hard to breed up to that size. You really got to have that original blood to get that size dog.
Mm-hmm.
But yep, you guys invest in the merch. Please start sharing this shit. If I look around and I see y'all on some other channels and stuff, and you guys ain't shared this stuff on the Facebook, share the shit on the
Come
Instagram.
on, man. Come on.
We got to share all this, because if this was you, and that's what we got. If this
We're
was
fighting for
you,
you.
yeah, that's what it is.
I went to war with the flamingo every
Got
time
his
he
war
threw
wound.
somebody under the bus.
Yeah, Buck City got his
Every
war
time he
wound.
threw a motherfucker under the bus, I was
You was
right there
there.
on his ass.
Like, here you go, let's get him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when he
But
try to throw you under the bus and try to paint a narrative about you, all you got to do is play a couple of mine. Like, man, look at this clown. What? Listen to this. It's over. It's over.
Tell him, Buck.
Play the crooks
The
and
war wound.
castles. Because he tried to throw you under the bus. I know how that shit feel. Like, you trying to fight your case, and you got a motherfucker throwing your shit up on his YouTube for clicks and views and likes.
Playing for the other team and shit.
You trying to do that shit, It's bad enough. The news got the shit on there. That's bad enough. You know what I'm saying? But then you got a motherfucker that's supposed to be, an imposter. And, like, he would have been a COVID motherfucker. He must have been one of them chicken. He must have been a chicken pox motherfucker. He must have got in when the chicken pox was around, bitch ass.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Look, that's what I do it though, because I don't like that shit. I think every man, if you get in trouble with this shit, especially with these dogs, because we know what happens with these dogs. Like, one smuggler ain't laughing at the next smuggler because he got caught. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what comes with having these dogs, bro. You know, even transporting. If they hear that, oh yeah, he transports them. You know, they're gonna tell the judge that they're trying to get a search warrant on your yard.
Right.
They're gonna be like, yeah, he sent the dog to Milwaukee. You know, they're gonna make it seem like some crazy shit. They was like, somebody they said it in court. They was like, I forget where it was, but they was like, somebody in Bosnia bought a dog from him. You know, he's a flight risk.
Trying to post niggas man.
I'm like, man, this is some damn bullshit. I'm a flight risk. What? Where am I gonna run? I'm gonna just leave my whole fucking family. I'm gonna just run.
It's
for some
insane.
shit you motherfuckers gonna turn around and try to give me 6 months for. I'm a run. Okay. I did more time than that. Come on, man.
Yeah. You know, I had a question. We had a question. We was all out in the back the other day, Buck, and your name came up. Did you get a chance to breed the Lady Red? You know, didn't you? You bred the Lady Red off. You know, did you get something out of there?
Lady Red, the bitch off of Mike.
You know, she was off of. I think she was off the Lynch. She was off the Lynch stuff.
Because you know, there's a lot of them motherfuckers. You know,
yeah.
Sometimes in names, man, there be a lot of them hoes.
Yeah. But we was talking. Yeah, we was just talking.
If I see the head, I know for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
But,
yeah. But I said he had to have because you know War Pony was there. You know, sometimes we, you know, the. Remember when I said Buck done cooked up enough chicken for everybody, right? Like, you know, you came to the barbecue. It's like coming to the barbecue, you know? Like, he done cooked up enough chicken with enough bitches with Mike to have some stuff out there. So I was...
once it's out there, it's out there. You can't change that. Paying online is like a Wikipedia. Anybody could put anything on there.
Yeah.
You know? So... I took the shit down, but motherfuckers like fuck that. They wanted the shit back up.
I want that history there though.
So they thinking I'm doing the shit, and the judge said, "I said, Judge, there's no way I could control that." He said, "You better figure it out."
Ah, shit!
I said, "Okay." I said, "They're playing hardball." I said, okay, these motherfuckers playing hardball. Figure it out. What the fuck do you mean? So I'm supposed to call everybody I'm paying online? Like, come on, dog. Who does that?
There ain't even a number to Google. Shit, I'm gonna call Google
because I think that was the second time they let me. You know, because I beat them twice on those hearings. They tried to raise the bill. One was for 50,000, one was for 25,000. Now was the second time, but I knew that if we keep going in front of this same judge, he gonna let them win some of them. You know, I just shut them down twice. Like I know next time it's gonna be my ass. I knew it. I knew
Don't do it.
I knew it. So I made sure that there wasn't no third time, you know, because when he said that, he was like, I said, man, you know, there's no control I have over him. There's no way. He was like, well, you know, you better figure it out. I looked at him. I was just like, wow. Oh, yeah, I see what's going on. They don't really understand. This is a whole, you know, it's like the paperwork. They make that shit look like a bad thing.
Yeah.
Have you got
But still,
paperwork?
but they still got a law for you to
Hey,
register your shit out here in the counties. Like, wait a minute, you want me to register the shit, but then you're gonna hold it against me when you want to. Like, come on now.
well, no, when you were talking about lineage and shit, you know, because that's what the dog fighters do. Dog fighters track the lineage to, you know, like they're gonna
Yeah,
put the verbiage on there. They're gonna. I don't
yeah.
know the words that they're gonna use, but it's gonna sound just like that. It's gonna sound
Peace.
just like that. That's what they do, and they paint a
Yeah.
whole picture. You know, them son of a bitches. They'll just make shit up. They said his basement is perfect for, you know what I'm saying? Like,
He took the
I
pictures
never,
down there.
I
He
never even
runs
had
down
a
there.
dog down there. I never,
Exactly.
like, you could literally go down there and swab for hair. Like, there's no, I never had a dog down there. I never would think about that. You feel me?
Oh, they got their imagination just be running wild, you know.
Why would I do that? You feel me? It don't make sense. Then okay. First is a dog fighting ring. So you can't let them move the goalpost on you. You know, like, we're gonna keep the goalpost where it's at. You know, y'all, you guys couldn't get that. Oh fuck. But we're gonna have to go for animal cruelty. Balls to the wall.
No.
Balls
They
to the
reaching,
wall. Fuck it.
just
Let's
reaching.
get it. This shit, I told him, I said, man, I don't want no jail time. I said both parties did. I said, I did shit bad on my side. You guys fucked up on your side. I said, I'll take
Let me walk.
I take a operating the kennel without a license, and you know, let's let bygones be bygones. And then they was like, they need some type of skin. They need some type of skin. They need some. They
It's like,
need
look,
you to do some type of
we
jail
got this
time.
whip. We got this whip. We got to hit him one time. You know what I'm saying?
No,
They
no, no,
just
no, no,
wanted
no.
to hit.
So no,
They
it
want
was a
that whip.
charade. It was charade. So I'm like,
Can we hit him? No.
man, give
Can we
me
hit
a
him now?
5-year. I said, give me 5 years of probation. You know, like, you know, I know I ain't doing shit, so I don't really give a fuck. Give me 5 years of fucking probation. Give me a fine, and give me, you know what I'm saying,
Give me some
you
Twix
know,
and let
maybe
me
some
ride out.
house arrest, 2 months of house arrest or so. Or no, I told him I'll do the 6 months, because they were talking about this 6 month shit. I said, I'll do the 6 months, you know. That's only supposed to be 120 days. You get a third off here. You know what I'm saying?
And I want my shoelaces back with
6
my
months.
shoes too. Don't give me my shoes without my shoelaces.
So they wasn't fucking with that. So then I was like, oh, I said, I know what it is. I said, you guys want me to go on national television and show me in handcuffs. That's what it was. That's what it was, bruh. I'm not dumb. I know what this is. Like, because the jail time was pointless. Like, what are we talking about? You charged me with 59 felonies. You offer me 6 months. Like, somebody's fucking
just heard him say
joking around here.
I told you.
Is it the prosecutor? Somebody's joking the fuck around, bro. You don't do that. That's an abuse of power. That's an abuse of power. If it's supposed to be this, or if this is some 6 month shit, don't blow it up like it's some 80-year shit.
You know,
Buck, or some 5-year shit. Don't blow it up it's some 5-year shit. If it's some 6 month shit.
But out of all due respect, Buck City that showed you was a big dog. And I hope you know you a big dog. Don't ever act like you a young pup and they're gonna slap you on the hand. You became one of the big dogs long time ago. So remember, there's a certain code we all running under. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about the rat. You know, it's whether do we kill the rat or do we torture the rat and kill the rat. You know what I'm saying? So you one of them big dogs. Don't. I know how you felt too. Like these niggas, they just want to throw me in here, man. You know, come on.
They wanted me in there.
Yeah.
and I'm not gonna lie, because Pierce County Jail,
Shit.
the bars, like once you go up in because I was like a level 3 when I got there. You got to get like to level 4 to go over to the new jail, which is supposed to be better because it's better custody. Like you got guys
shit.
that with green stripes and shit up in there, you know what I'm saying? Dudes that, good custody levels all mixed in, but it was complete chaos.
Yeah, they still sorted it out. Yeah, they still sorted it out up in there. Don't trip.
The bar, the cage, like you go behind the thing, it's like the dorms up in the cage, top and bottom. The cage, the actual cage, was the exact same great as that Tractor Supply shit. Hey,
give me my collar too.
I was literally, I was in the kennel. She put me in the kennel, bro. She put me in the kennel. I never forget that. I was like, damn, okay. So I'm in a kennel. I said, I'm in a kennel right now. A big ass kennel with a bunch of grown ass babies, a bunch of grown ass kids. Like
fake hitters. Fake hitters.
What the fuck is this? I saw dudes get tased and shit, all kind of shit.
Because they could. Them the ones that could get tased. There's some in there. They won't even. They better not touch certain ones. They better not touch certain ones up in there. They forget some of these crazy ones are still loose.
You can have it. Hey, you gonna hit me with that taser? You can have it.
Pump gun. They come through there with that pump gun.
I've been fighting too many battles, Wayne. I'm not shit. And then you never know what your reaction gonna be, because that motherfucker might hit you.
Fuck. I'm not in my prime. Yeah, and I'm not in my prime. If I was 26, 27 again, come on, let's rock. We can rock a little bit, but shit, now, come on, man. It
depends on how that motherfucker bites your ass.
Oh man, it'll fall down like
dude, man. He told
chop
me
the tree down.
I seen him up in the in jail. You just sitting around and shit. And he was like, what you in here for and shit. I told him and shit. And I asked him, I was like, what you in here for? And he was like, high speed, all this shit, the police dog and tasers and shit. He was like, man, I shitted on myself. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh,
like when he got out, they gave him a suit. They gave him some clothes or some shit, because it was a coincidence. We got out on the same day, but we was chopping it up, some other time, but we was getting out on the same day, and I seen him, and I was like, I wonder if they're going to give you them shitty ass clothes. I was joking with him. Shit. But, they gave him some, some state-ish or something, I can't remember.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Crazy
experience
work,
of a lifetime. Yeah, experience of a lifetime.
Work. Yeah,
But that's why everybody go out and buy 2 magazines now. This next one we double down.
This next one, I ain't even. I know I've been talking about it a little bit here and there. This next one, it's gonna be monumental.
Yeah,
it's gonna be monumental. I don't think I said that one about the first one. It was historical. It was, that moment and, different things, we carving out our lane. But the words monumental, I don't know if that ever came out of my mouth. And this one is going to be that. It's going to be all of that. It's It's the way we do things. You know, it's the way we do it. It's our structure, our conversations, the people we branch off, and it shows growth from the first one to the second one. You know, it's more participation, more, you know, more everything, man. I want to say it's like a book and a half. It might be like a book and a half. It might be almost 2. You know what I'm saying? If you put it all together, you know. I appreciate everybody that participated and you know, helping me get this shit together. That's what it's gonna take. Even when you're done, you ain't done. Especially in my eyes, shit. That shit gotta be way better than the first one, bro. Motherfuckers can't be like, oh no, I like the first one better and shit. I don't want nobody to say that. You know, just like that picture I put up there. You know, everybody picked B. Feel me? For the Mac cover. You know what I'm saying? Everybody picked B. You know, it wasn't, and that's how I want it to be. I want everybody to say, nah, that second one was raw. You know, it was a landslide.
With the 3-inch collar on. Oh, you got it up? Yep.
That's what we striving for. With the jump out van in the back. Feel me? That van, that shit might be on a unsolved mystery or some shit. Hey, that's the van we were looking for. Oh, damn. Damn, see, we should have picked A. Fuck,
no,
man,
but you include, but you include, man. And that's the story of a lifetime, is being included. You know, under the pavement, man. They be like telling Wing, like, hey man, under the pavement, this is more than, it's almost you get like 5 situations in one when you deal with this, you know, and you've given everybody a lane to keep playing. You know, the game ain't gonna stop. The game ain't gonna stop. Buck said, walk over here with me. I'm gonna be right back. He done spun the block again. He gonna spin it again. And round 2 is up. I picked A though. I ain't gonna lie. I picked A.
A is hard. You know what I'm saying? A, but I figured it out how to make A the rear. It's gonna be hard. It's hard. A is gonna be the rear. So you still gonna get that California love, that Las Vegas love, but it just ain't gonna be in the front.
Vada Boys was like, Vada Boys said, man, we hope you put that in. I said, oh, well, shit, that be tough.
Figured out how to put them on the back. It's dope. I like it. Got the QR code you can order right there, just like the last one, you know.
Nice.
Figured it out.
Another classic. Yeah. I gotta get back.
My second proof. Probably this weekend, and we'll be out.
Yeah. Borderland. I'm gonna see you on the back street.
Go do it, but I don't be putting that time.
Buck City APBT Radio still serving y'all the best APBT info. You know, I'll holler at you, Commissioner. Keep them popping, y'all.
Hey man, appreciate you, brother.
100, brother.
Yes, sir. Nah, it was a good cook, man.
Yes, sir.
It's always a good cook.
That's what it's about.
You know, it's
nothing
always a good
for any
cook,
illegal
man.
Purposes.
Yeah, ain't nothing for the illegal purposes. You know, thou shalt not dry snitch on your fellow brothers.
Yeah.
Or anybody, for that matter.
Anybody.
Feel me? Anybody. I don't give a fuck if it's an old lady. You know, let the police. That's why they get paid and they get trained. You know,
let them do their job.
Let them do their job, bro. Stay out of their way. Just like they say, don't get in no high speed chasing motherfuckers. They say leave it up to us.
Yeah, get out the way.
I remember my house was burning down. My brother, he cooking some shit, chicken or some shit, burnt the fucking house down. So it was like, yeah, good job, but next time, me and my brother, we tried to put the shit out. You know, before that shit really burnt the whole house down. You know, we put that shit out before they got there. And they was like, you know, you guys did a good job, but next time, you know, so let you know, man, you're supposed to let them do their job, man. Feel me?
100.
But we'll see you on the next one, man.
Yes, sir.
See y'all
Salute.
on the next one.
Big chat. Yeah,
I'm gonna
Robo
tap in,
we
brother,
had a
man. I'm
good
gonna
cut.
tap in.
Mike Dan.
Yes, sir.
Already, brother.
I'll tap in. Gone.
Watch out.
Shoot shots, then we bouncing out. Ay, chop a dish or two, white chalk them out. Ay, we be popping out. Ay, get your ass whacked for what you talking about. Shoot shots, then we bouncing out. Ay, chop a dish or two, white chalk them out. Ay, we be popping out. Ay, get your ass whacked for what you talking about. Niggas talking like they drillin', but I know they ain't. No stripes in the damn hood, you ain't never rank. Fuck a beach treaty, I ain't never tryna moderate. I be starving for this beef shit like I ain't never ate. I know you don't want this, cause I've been navigating through these streets, don't need no compass. On some dumb shit, put a foe a bit of sun kiss. Bullets hit your back, couple inches from your bows this. Had to switch it up, you gon' need help. Had an ambulance come pick you up. You ain't seen this, fast like Uber, how I'm pulling up. And I ain't talking, an empty tank when I come and fill you up. Shoot shots, then we bouncing out. Ay, chop a dish or two, white chalk them out. Ay, we be popping out. Ay, get your ass whacked for what you talking about. Shoot shots, then we bouncing out. Ay, chop a dish or two, white chalk them out. Ay, we be popping out. Ay, get your ass whacked for what you talking about.
Get your ass whacked for what you talk about. White, chalk 'em out. 4-4 bulldog, they be barking loud. Blow out your eardrum. Why you want to smoke? You real dumb. You wanna feel some? Then take these shots, nigga. I'll kill some. We in the field hunting for them ops about to drill some. I got a little something. Set my gun connect, that's real money. My nigga crash dummy. He never hesitate to blast for me. And all my hoes work, and they don't hesitate to get cash to me. That's what they're supposed to do. I run with a chosen few. Big guns when we popping out, and we got the exposure crew. No doubt, white chalk a nigga out. Shoulda quit running your mouth, running your house, shoot your spouse, brain matter on the couch.
Shoot shots, then we bouncing out. Ay, chop a dish or two, white chalk them out. Ay,